where the Scioto-Sepi empties into the Spratley-Weatherby. And there, on an outcropping overlooking the valley up and down, I waited for the sign of Monoto. I waited for the white buffalo. When I saw the white buffalo, that was what I needed to know that I really was the one that would lead all the tribes together to form the bundle of sticks that cannot be broken. Just one. One stick, one tribe, one person can break easily. This is what I showed every tribe in the Northwest Territory. Sticks combined together to form a bundle you cannot break because there's strength in numbers. For years, the various tribes have fought one another over hunting rights, over the fur trade. For whatever reasons, they would always kill one another. Finally, we had to realize that we, the Potawatomis, the Winnebagos, the Saw, the Fox, the Huron, the Miamis, the Delawares, the Mohegans, we are not the enemy. The enemy is the Long Knife Chamonix, for they are here to take our land. Many of the tribes have asked me, Tecumseh, why did you not sign the Treaty of Greenville? I was the only leading member of the Shawandase tribe that refused to be there. And I tell all the tribes, why would I want to give away more of our land for trinkets, for glass beads, for bits of metal and combs and copper kettles? Of the 125 treaties that the Long Knife Chamonix have made with the tribes of the Northwest Territory, they have not kept one. Not one. The Long Knife Chamonix are like snakes. They speak with a forked tongue. They say one thing, but they do another. The ink on the Treaty of Greenville was still wet when the Long Knives discovered the white rock beyond the treaty line. And when they could no longer find the white rock, gold, they started to dig up our cemeteries because they knew that we buried our dead with gold and silver bracelets. They raped our women. They burned our crops. They destroyed our villages. 4 times since I was a little boy, I had to run for my life from our village because of the Long Knife Chamonix. I just returned from the Creek Nation. I spoke to the Seminoles. I gave them 2 signs that the white buffalo gave me. Very soon, the panther will cross the sky again. And when the black panther crosses the sky, which is the sign of Tecumseh, following that sign, Mother Earth will shake. And there at the Grand Council, I stomped my feet 3 times. Mother Earth will shake very soon, I said. Not only will Mother Earth shake once or twice, but 3 times. And the Spratley-Weatherby will begin to flow backwards. And where there were lakes, they will sink into the ground. And where there were no lakes, lakes will appear. And the mighty trees will sway back and forth, and all the way to the Long Knives home of Philadelphia and Boston and New York. They will feel Mother Earth shake. And when all the nations feel this in the Northwest Territory, gather your weapons, come to Prophetstown on the Tippecanoe. There together, 5,000 strong warriors, we will begin to push William Henry Harrison's army back out of our lands. And when the Long Knife Chamonix white people leave, the buffalo will come back to the upper Sandusky Plains. When I was a little boy, 4 or 5 summers old, my father, Bicentennial, took me to the upper Sandusky Plains, and I saw the buffalo herd, the bison herd, more numerous than the stars in the sky at night. Thousands upon thousands of buffalo making their journey from the salt springs of the upper Sandusky all the way down, crossing the Sprague-Weethipa into Kentucky. But I ask you today, as various tribes, where are the buffalo? Where are they? They're gone. Even the long knife Daniel Boone couldn't stand it anymore. And old Daniel Boone left Kentucky and headed down the Sprague-Weethipa into the Spanish lands of Missouri. By 1800, the buffalo were gone from the Northwest Territory, along with Brother Bear, bobcats. And then the Long Knives started changing names, like Lake of the Cats, they changed to Lake of the Eries. And my father, Bicentennial, told me someday, if we cannot push the Long Knives out of our land, the only thing that will remain of our culture will be names of rivers and communities and forests. And if we cannot push the Long Knife Chamonix out of our land, what will happen to us in the Northwest Territory happened to our brothers in Upper New York at the 6 fires. Where are they now? Even the father of our president, George Washington, refused to help the Iroquois nation. And where did he place them? On reservations in Upper New York.